Tribe, what up, what up? We back at it. We back activated. It's a new day, new blessings that's gonna come to you. But I got a very important topic for y'all, man. This is very important. They coming after the youth, bro. The government and all these bullshit ass agendas that they pushing out, especially in the rap music. Bro, they coming for the kids, bro. They coming for the youth. Because the youth is so easy to mold. Their minds are still maturing, and they are so easy to mold, right? And they just want to push the youth into a negative direction. They just want to push the youth into just a direction of hopelessness, and they just lost. And I see it going that way. But I know as a person, me, I can make a change. I can make a huge change in the youth. I just got to get up there. That's why I started this whole YouTube channel. Yeah, man. The youth is probably the most important thing of all generations. The youth is what is going to be the future. You know what I'm saying? The future is in the youth's hands right now. But they're getting pushed into a negative direction. Bro, especially in the rap music. Like all this music talking about, shooting people, killing people, popping pills and doing drugs, all this bullshit. It influences these kids because their minds are still maturing and they so easy to mold. They so easy to manipulate. It's tough out here. Like the government, and they know what they're doing. And I'm here to make a change. And look, I'm not gonna tell you how to raise your kid, but if you somebody that's watching this right now, and if you got a kid, you gotta really, really just watch what they putting into, what they feed in their brains. You gotta really, really watch. If you really care about your kid, you better watch what they putting into their brain, what they feeding themselves. Because that's gonna shape their future. That's gonna shape the person they gonna be, right? Because we got a lot of people out here, including me. I'm not perfect, including me. But we got a lot of people out here who walk around, they don't even know who they are. They don't even know half of the person they are. They just going up based off what other people tell them. They going based off what the internet say, right? They don't even know who they are. I'm still learning myself. And maybe you too, watching this video, you might not know who you are. But as a parent, you gotta watch what your kids are feeding their brains. It could be negative or it could be positive. And if it's negative and if you peep that, their behavior is going to start to change for a negative way. Their behavior is going to start to change. Bruh, I recommend don't even give your kid, if your kid is like 12 and under, do not give them no phone, no internet, no nothing. Connect them with outside, connect them with nature. That's the most important part. That's how they get to know themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't have internet to tell them what to think, how to think, what to do, how to do this and that, how to think. They don't got the internet to tell them that because they can't even see the internet, right? They don't got no iPad or they don't got no phone. So ain't no negativity can go towards them if they don't got the internet shit. As a parent, I'm gonna make sure my kids are outside. I'm gonna make sure they working out. I'm gonna make sure, not, heavy ass workouts, of course, but I'm gonna make sure they doing something to just work towards getting better every day. I don't want my kid to be no average human being, I want my kid to be a superhuman. That's what I'm gonna be. Mark my words. In 10, 15 years from now, I'm gonna be a superhuman. I swear to God. But man, if you a kid, if you a adult, just watch out for the kids, man. That's the most important. The youth is so important. Watch out for the kids. Think of it like this. The kids that grow up are gonna eventually have an impact on the other kids that's growing up, right? And the other kids is just a whole worldwide thing, influence. So if they grew up with that negative mindset, they're feeding themselves that negative energy because of the internet, it's only gonna go around the whole world. The cycle is gonna continue. The cycle is just gonna keep going. The government's gonna win. The government is gonna keep winning if we don't put a stop to this, bro. We got to put a stop to this. And me, I got such a huge goal that I know I'm here for a real reason. I had a knowing about myself like that since like middle school, maybe like 8th grade, maybe coming out of middle school. But I've always had a deep knowing of I'm here for a real reason. And I feel like that's the reason. To motivate people, to push humanity in general, not just the youth, into a positive direction. Because I see it going in a negative direction for the most part, especially the youth. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I was here to do exactly that. Like, I know me, for example, when I become a parent, I'm gonna make my kid meditate every morning, every night. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, yo, my kid is gonna be on top of the world. Like, I swear to God, man, my kid is gonna be on top. If y'all peep this, Von Cut in the background. Man, Von Cut, I've been on him since middle school. That's why I got this mindset right now. I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't for Von Cut, I probably wouldn't even be on this YouTube stuff right now. I'll probably just be a regular ass human being. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, if I was a parent, I would make my kid meditate every day and every night. Because my kids not going to be these people out here, these kids out here that, you know, is feeding themselves this bullshit ass energy, this fake ass energy, this negative ass energy. Because I'm not that, and my kid's not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure to teach my kid right. And you too, you watching this. I don't know if you believe in meditation. You know, you can prayer. You can really do anything that you believe in, you know, that you think is going to benefit your kid in a positive way. Obviously, you want your kid to do good, right? Don't give them no iPad or a phone. You know, give them something to contact you on, but not something you can access the internet on, because the internet is really the root of all evil, bro. You can see you can see people heads get decapitated on the internet and stuff. Like, you don't want your kids seeing that. And not just that, you know, like I said, started this video, the rappers, they, you know, they all talk about popping pills, killing people, going on drills, all this shit, right? Back in middle school, I was influenced by that. Like, that shit's so corny, bro. Like, if you not about that life, shut the fuck up, bro, please, bro. If you not about that life and you only pretending like you about it because you heard it on a rap song or some shit, your favorite artist saying that, please, respectfully, shut the hell up, bro. That's, yo. Bro, shut up, bro. Dead ass. Protect your energy, man. It's gonna be a short vid, but I just gotta say, the youth is in danger. The youth needs a helping hand. The youth needs some hope. A shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. You know what I'm saying? They need that hope. And hopefully, I'm that person that they could look up to. I'm that person that has that hope for them. Just to change humanity in general into a positive direction. Because I see it going a negative direction. And I know as a human being, we are capable of so much. Yo, yeah, us as human beings, we are capable of so much. Like, we could really change the world. There's some people that's actually born different. Like, there are some people where they could change a whole generation, like how Tupac did, like how Malcolm X did. You know what I'm saying? They went crazy. Like, they doing all this crazy superhuman being stuff. And I'm going to be the next one. I swear to God, on everything I love, I already manifested this. The thing about manifestation, I'm not going to say, actually, hold on. I'm not going to say I'm going to become the next one. I am the next one right now, because I'm going to be that same person as myself and my future. So that's going to change the future, right? So I'm already that person. So I'm not going to say I'm going to be. I'm saying I am. I already am that. I'm going to change humanity into a positive direction. And if I don't do that in the next 10, 15 years, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself. Like, I might not even want to live no more. I feel like that's my purpose right there. So I got such a huge dream, such a huge goal for just humanity in general, for the planet Earth in general. You know what I'm saying? I want to up people's vibrations, especially the youth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of me working like a daycare or somewhere, anywhere with kids, so I could really put them on game. Like, I could, as soon as they enter the daycare, they're going to be, even if they're coming from, you know, their family that just got into an argument and now they feeling all down, you know what I'm saying? They got that negative vibration and frequency. I'm going to be the person that as soon as they walk into there at that daycare, I'm going to be the person they see and they're going to automatically get all happy and, you know what I'm saying, jumping and shit, full of joy. That's the person I want to be. I want to be where people see me and they just get all happy. You know what I'm saying? Especially kids, like, they just get all happy and their mood just goes on a whole nother level. And, you know, I want to just push them into a positive direction and just give them a positive influence. That's really it. And as an older person, just in general, kids is going to look up to you, you know what I'm saying? The kids are always going to have an eye on the older people. You know, the older people is also what influences them. If it's not the internet that influences them, it's the older people in their life that influences them, that shapes them, that molds their mindset in a certain way, right? So you always got to make sure that you yourself is also a good, how you say it, a good influence on the kids. You yourself is also a good influence on other people. You know what I'm saying? You working on your purpose. You always doing something to make somebody happy or make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? You always just working and evolving. The kids gonna see that, and that's gonna plant seeds in their mind. Like, okay, this guy's, you know what I'm saying? This person that I look up to is doing this, and as a result, he's getting happy, or he making me happy, or, you know, just anything positive. They gonna see that, and that's gonna plant that seed in their head. They gonna have just a positive influence right there. You could be their positive influence. You could start today. You can start right now. You know what I'm saying? If you have a little cousin, a little brother, go be a positive influence. If you're not a positive influence, especially in front of them, you gotta change your ways. You gotta change your ways. It's that simple. It's not simple, but you gotta change your ways. You gotta really. Your brother's counting on you, man. Your cousin's counting on you, man. The youth is counting on us. They don't even know it, but the youth is counting on us. That goes for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we really got to do better. We really got to do better. And I know, you know, this video is not going to make people just, oh, magic happens and stuff just starts happening. I know that, but I'm on my route. I'm on my journey there. I'm going to make a change. But yeah, I know this video was short. That's really all I wanted to speak on. The moral of the story is the youth is in danger. The youth is in danger. Simple as that. And it's up to us to shift that danger into positive. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us. It starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with you. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this message. I hope y'all resonated with it. Until next time, peace to all the guys, man. Make sure y'all elevating every single day. Make sure y'all upping your game and influencing people in a positive direction, in a positive way. That's the whole purpose. Till next time, brothers and sisters. One love.